this. It's still young compared to most in this room. So I can live with that and it'll be all right. But we anticipate this. I remember as a kid, my parents one night told me, they're like, we're going to Disneyland tomorrow. And back when I was a kid, I don't know if some of you remember, when I was a kid, you could take a Pepsi can and get into Disneyland for $25. You can't even get a churro for $25 now. And the parking lot used to be where California Metro is. You walk right up. And so I remember they told me that, and I barely stuffed it all, and I don't think I was very good the next day. Why? Because I was so excited to go do that. And we anticipate things, we look forward to things when they come. And so people get excited spending time with family. At first, some people dread it, some people anticipate it. On how your family is and all that stuff there. But there's a lot of anticipation that comes. This psalm, it doesn't say, a lot of David's psalms, it says what was written during this time or during that time. This psalm doesn't have that. But most of those commentators, those scholars, those that write things, they all would agree that this one was probably written around the time when the Ark of the Covenant was brought back to Israel under David. The Ark of the Covenant represented God's presence with his people in the Old Testament. And they would, when you remember when they were there in the wilderness, God told Moses and he gave them directions on how to build the tabernacle and how the Ark of the Covenant, how to build it, and it represented God's presence. Israel was taken out to battle with them. It represented God being there with them. Under Saul, though, it got where they were kind of complacent. It didn't really matter. They brought it out, but you remember the Philistines and others took it. And it was never brought back into Jerusalem till David was king. And David was a man after God's own heart. Remember that passage how David danced before the Lord? He danced before the Lord when the Ark of the Covenant was brought back into Jerusalem, because he was excited about the fact that God's presence was there. Now, as we look at this psalm and we think with that in mind, Israel, the Jews today, they're still anticipating something. They don't believe their Messiah's come yet. They're waiting for their Messiah to come. They're anticipating the day that their Messiah will come. And yet, 2,000 years ago, they completely missed the day that their Messiah. We as Christians know that Jesus came and he lived a sinless life, died on the cross, rose from the dead, and because of what he did, we have all that we have today in our lives. But we have an anticipation too. We're looking forward to the day